You know what? I didn't lose anything. In fact, I've gained more over the last 9 years, except for insanity. Do you want me to tell me what's insanity, hell over Satan? When 66 and 66 equal 132, every 3 to 4 months I walk through that door. 6666. Do I walk through hell? Or do I walk through spirit? Because that door happens to be the door to my doctor. Aten and Aten, the hell of Aten and the S of Aten, because that's my doctor's name. You think I walked into the right place? Should I be talking about my doctor this way? 66 and 66 is her door number? Well, actually, I'm not really telling you that much other than you trying to put it together. I'm not losing anything. Just don't have the car to visit my parents, but I don't go there anyways very much. Don't have the car to go visit my son, but I don't go there very much. I used to go visit my grandfather and my grandmother quite often. Well, they're buried at the cemetery, so I can usually do that from home, right? But why am I so sad? Why am I so sad that somebody else is taking away my freedom? Now I know what it is for somebody to take away the freedom, what it feels when I've lost nothing other than driving my car. I have lost my freedom to run down to any store I figure out. Now I'm going to have to pick and choose my times before I spend my money on a taxi, whether or not I'm allowed to drive a bicycle, because they pick and choose. I've never been tested for drugs in my life, and they take away my license for drug overdose, drug abuse. Where have I been using the drugs? I won't even smoke anymore. Anything at all. Can't smoke because they work on the assumption. The doctor says, do you smoke? And I tell her all the time, yes. But did she ever test me? Does she really know? Or is she going by my word? She doesn't trust anything I say anyways. Since day one when I was in this doctor, you know what the doctor said to me? You smoke marijuana, you're going to end up in the hospital, we're going to have to lock you up. Is that what you want? That's the way this doctor has treated me. How many blood tests have I had for my lithium? After being 10 years on lithium, and I say to the doctor, I go, so what do you think we should do? Should we start weaning off of it? Because you know lithium is not good for the rest of my body. Oh, well, wait a little bit. Wait for what? When she looks into her magic book, because all you learn in psychiatry is what anybody else has written and what you say. If you've ever looking up Seroquel, I was on Seroquel, 1,500 milligrams this doctor is giving me, and if you look up 1,500 milligrams of Seroquel, it says overdose and death. That's what they were giving me. Always assuming on what they thought, never on what I thought. In fact, all through my life, it's not what I thought, it's what the principal thought. It's what the teacher thought. It's what everybody else thought, but never what I thought. Never how do you feel, but how do you feel based on what they thought. When I went into the doctor with bipolar, the doctor says, so what do you think? What do you think? Does he look good? Like, you think anybody knows? Ask me what I feel. Ask me what I feel. No. This is your son. Your son sees the doctor once a week when he comes in, when he has time. This is the system we run when it's free, when a doctor has time, based on personal choice. Do you know what happened to my first doctor? Dr. Gordon? He passed away. He was my doctor. Actually, it was Dr. Alex when I was born. Then it was Dr. Gordon. Then it was Dr. Tannenbaum. All of them deceased. Then it was Dr. Cartier. Well, guess what? He's in jail. My dentist retired. They hire a new dentist, and they put me with a dentist that doesn't have much experience because they're bringing her back in, and they don't even ask me, and it's my money. I don't really care about that. But this time, they accuse me. And I'm doing this, and I've done this once, and I'm going to do it again. Due to the fact that you have been diagnosed with a drug use disorder. Huh. That's pretty much new to me. I never even knew I was taking any drugs. If I were to smoke marijuana to relax, I want to show you something. You tell me if marijuana, okay, has helped me or deceived me. You tell me if marijuana has made me creative or am I creative on myself. You tell me I can't drive because if there is any marijuana in my system, there's a chance I can't write a straight line. Maybe things don't get straight. Maybe we were crooked when we started. Is this what marijuana does to you? Then I must be the biggest drug addict in the world. Is this what marijuana does to you? Turns your bathroom green, turns your walls with colors, then turns your floors. Your floors, complete your floors. There's my feet. There's my foot. You see my foot? There's my foot. Okay, it's on the floor, just to show you it's the floor. Does marijuana show you designs, paintings, wall paintings, and you see that over there, Asian stuff? Anything to do with Asia, I'm in, okay? Can marijuana paint your whole house, complete design, over and over? What does it do? No, the doctor looks and says, although they're making marijuana all over the world so people can smoke the marijuana, but yet everybody's keeping their license on an assumption, because my doctor says, do you smoke? And I always tell her yes. I'd rather tell her yes because I smoked once than tell her no. Because if I say no, I'm not. But the minute you say you smoked one time, and they called the license bureau and they said, you know what, you smoke, it's illegal. We have to take away your license. I go, but wait a second. I says, do you know who I am? I says, you don't even know if I smoke. You don't have a blood test. You don't have any proof other than what the doctor thinks she heard from me and assumed. I just want to show you something. You want to know where taking 11 away is? This is how you take away 11. This is a stop sign. This is 4 corners. You remove this part here, you squeeze it closer together. The 9 lives of the cat. How 101 works, because you have to start, you stand here, and you go all the way around till you're 10 again. How Roman numerals work? V1 is 4. V1 is 6. 6 and 4 is 24, and 10 is 2014. Also for Israel and Zion. At the same time, V1, 1 is 7. 22 plus 9 plus 9 equals to 40. Plus 7 equals 47. 7 plus 22 plus 18. 18 and 22 is 40, plus 7 is 47. That's time. Here we get 57. When we multiply 5 by 7 and 5 plus 7, we equal 47 this year. 5 by 7 is 35. 5 plus 7 is 12. 63 and 25 is 88. Where do we get this? 9 times 6 is 54. Plus 9 equals to 63. Why? Why? Because there are V1, V2, V3. 3, 4, 5, 6, and minus 1 is 7. 7 by 9 is 63. V times 4. V times 4 plus V in between the value is 25, just like the 5 and 9. 5 and 9 equals to 25 equals to 88. The piano and the vibration of X and V and 1. Grover Cleveland. Where am I? I wanted to switch to one other thing. They don't know how things get destroyed, how we grow the wings of the butterfly, how 3 and 3 with the one single light comes up and most likely spurts out to the outside. The 2 card in cards and the 1 card in card, how the light goes up and then it divides, creating the Y, shooting the light at either to 2 sides and then shooting to 4 corners. I'm not quite sure where. I probably shouldn't have spoken. The thing about Jesus is 105, the fingerprint of God, which is je, j'ai, et je suis. All French for I am and I have. Which is basically all over here, 25, 19, 18, 17. If we went backwards with Chaldean, we'd get 3, 2, 1, A, B, C. With this over here. And in French, they say 10, 10, 10, 7, 8, 9. In French, they explain it. 13,000, 500, 300, 600, 2,400, 110, and 9. 16, 259. The 7th light, 7 and 5, and 2, 7, 2, 5. What does this actually mean? This is Roman numerals. M is the 13th letter, equals to 13,000. D is the 4th letter, equals to 500. C is the 3rd letter, equals to 100, and that's how we go to 1639. Now, there's probably something missing here. I'm not sure yet what to do with this. We're going to leave it as it is. Here's the house. How do we get this house? Because in order to get half of everything, you have to run it on this angle, and then you'll be cutting off 4 corners to 4 different squares, and then squaring it off, and that'll be the 9 lives of the cat. Now, what else is there? We all know about M, how we put 2 1s together, and at the same time, if we cut it short, it turns into a 4. We already know that the D is a stop sign. When you split it in half, it comes two sides of D and D, in which the 1 comes through the center, which would be the center light of your dice cube. Okay? The other thing, LCXV1 equals to 1666, plus the value of the letters is 87, equals 1753. The 1753, if I remember correctly, is when you add up. I can't go any further. I can't. Here's 4. Here's 5. Here's 4. 4, 5, 4. 14, 13, 14, 27, 41. 41 in Rubik's Cube. I don't even like what I'm doing. I don't need this in my life. I don't. What did I do? But I already know. I know where we are in my project. I know where we are in my thinking. I see what's happening in the world, and I believe so much. Then why am I crying if I know my fate will all turn around and go towards its going? Like I said a couple of weeks ago, I know it's going to get harder for me. I have to struggle. I don't know why. And you know what? Maybe by next week it'll all be over. I just have to get a hold of that doctor and speak to her. But you know what? I keep thinking that the doctor, all she's going to think about is, oh my God, my permit. What if he does smoke? And what if this? And what if that? What if? What if? No, so take the chance and just say what you think instead of giving me a call. Unless she tried to call me. And I didn't answer my phone. Well, now it's time to fix things up. All I have to do is get her to send another letter and make the phone call. It was a mistake. Because it's definitely a mistake. Because now I want to get somebody on my side who's strong, because I am too weak, and I don't want to put the energy in it to just go out there and say, okay, you gave him an overdose, number 1, and your assumption is completely wrong. You don't even know, you never even took him to a drug test. Do me a drug test right now, I guarantee you I passed that test. That's ridiculous. I'm on more medication than what the marijuana can do, and it even says marijuana lasts like 15 minutes and then it goes away. So you can never even say what's going on. And you know how many people are doing drugs in this world, in North America, that have their license, but because my doctor decides she wants to be the macho? This is the way I see it. I always see her as being macho. It's like she's watching, like she's like, you know, because it's such a, being a psychiatrist, it's such a hard job mentally, because you always have somebody who's going to say contrary because you're the doctor. But that's what it is. That's what it is. I got a friend of mine. She drinks. Her doctor knows she drinks. She has to fill out medical things just like me, but somehow she's still driving, drinking and driving and having a good time. But me, I'm trying to do all the best things. I got to stay strong, because this is the last roll. This is the last passage I must go through before I can be called it. Computer Arranged Thought Processor. Thank you for watching this video. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. All the people are crying in the world for money. That's the last thing I want to cry for. I don't give a fuck about money, and I've been telling everybody the same thing. Screw the money. Don't you know? It's the exchange. It's the harmonious exchange in life that makes everything work. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus, we must stay strong, because that is the only way, is to stay strong, and by being strong is what helps to create that next step forward. I want to thank you for watching. Although I seem not weak, I am very weak. I need to be held. My hand needs to be held, because I feel like I've been sucked dry, and I don't like it. But that is life, and that's the way it is, and I will continue. Although I now can't go in to do, I do part-time helping somebody out during the week, 3-4 days of the week, just to get out of my house, and now I'm going to be stuck in the house again. I'm going to have to walk on the road with a pen and paper doing this, instead of sitting down at the job, just in case maybe, God forbid, somebody needs my help. Thank you for watching this video.